Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA, and in this video, I will be talking about the talk I had with Jose Felix Diaz last night. I mean, it was just great. Jose Felix Diaz is right now in Saudi Arabia for the Spanish Super Cup, and as you know, it was just amazing and it was a blast to be able to talk to him because he showed me, right, with the video camera, he showed me all around the place where he was at it was the facilities of the Al Nassr, right, the new team for Cristiano Ronaldo, and it was just amazing. And the first thing he said, man, nobody here is really aware what Saudi Arabia is doing when it comes to sports, man. They want to bring everything over. They want to become the greatest in terms of sports. I mean, to host different events, to have the best, the Formula One in sports and events and football. What else? Paddle. I don't know, a bunch of things, right? So Saudi Arabia is becoming the new Qatar for the next 10 years. And actually, he told me that they are trying to apply for the new World Cup, not the next World Cup, but probably the 2034 or so. So we will have to be able, man, to be there, and we will be watching and keeping an eye on them because they are changing everything. They are game changers, and of course, it is not only Cristiano Ronaldo. Jose Felix Diaz told me Al Nassr has been trying, has been pushing, and will push to bring over Sergio Ramos and also Luka Modric. I mean, he told me Luka Modric was called by one of these guys, and apparently he was trying to convince the player to come over and play in Al Nassr. Okay, so it's awesome, man. What they're doing right now is just awesome, right? But I'm not here to talk about anything else other than Kylian Mbappe, because the most important, Jose Felix Diaz told me the other day, well, it wasn't just Kylian Mbappe, but also the numerous players of Real Madrid players that will leave or might not renew their contracts with Real Madrid, right? So, for example, we started off talking about Nacho Fernandez. I asked him about the Spanish player. He told me, well, for the first time in a while, for the first time in years, Nacho Fernandez is reconsidering the possibility for him to leave Real Madrid. The reason for that is because he's not anymore the player he used to be when you had these kind of super difficult games, right? And there was nobody for the defense line, and then Nacho was there, right? When we had like kind of very soft defense, which was really difficult because we had Varane and Sergio Ramos, then you could count on Nacho Fernandez, but not anymore. Apparently now, since the arrival of Rudiger, everything has been getting more complicated for the Spanish player, and now Nacho, for the first time, is considering to leave Real Madrid, so he might be one of the first players in leaving Real Madrid, which is really sad for me because I really love the guy, and I really love Nacho Fernandez because he spent his whole career in Real Madrid, right? So that'd be the number one. Number two, Asensio. Let me tell you something. When it comes to Asensio, Asensio is a guy who, of course, is very valuable for Carlo Ancelotti, right? The problem is, I'm gonna play this here with no sound, so you see the talk and all the stuff. Yeah. So Asensio is a guy who has been very valuable for Carlo Ancelotti, and he will be valuable for Carlo Ancelotti for the next months. Problem is, he's not okay with the offer, right? With the offer Real Madrid is laying on the table, right? Real Madrid right now don't think he really deserves more money, and actually Marco Asensio, what he wants is pretty much more money, right? So that is the disagreement. So some sources of information, outlets, newspapers, journalists, are telling me Marco Asensio will start to talk about his renewal contract as of the next, right after the Super Cup, right after the Spanish Super Cup. However, I don't think they will find any kind of agreement, they will reach any kind of deal, because the player really wants more money and Real Madrid is not willing to pay more money to Marco Asensio, right? So that is a very important point to be understood by all the Real Madrid fans, because yeah, Marco Asensio is a great guy, he's a great player, but it's very difficult for him to continue in Real Madrid if he really wants more money. Okay, so that's number 2. And then number 3 is Eden Hazard. And this is the player, this is the name actually that caught my attention over the rest of the players, because the other day Carlo Ancelotti said in the press conference, yeah, Hazard will play way more often in this second part, in this second half of the season. However, what I saw, what I've been told, honestly, is no, Hazard is not going to play at all. And unless something happens, unless it's something weird, something very specific that Carlo Ancelotti really wants to utilize to Eden Hazard, he's not going to play at all. And Jose Felix Diaz told me, nobody within Real Madrid really trusts Eden Hazard. But not only football-wise, but also he doesn't have the... Yeah, he's not trustworthy in terms of word, right? His word worth nothing, pretty much nothing. The problem with that is Eden Hazard has been pushing and has been trying to change his situation, but he never got it. Okay, he never got it, and he's been trying to convince everybody that he will change and all this stuff, but he didn't. He has failed over and over again, and that is the big thing when it comes to Eden Hazard, right? So right now, nobody in Real Madrid really believes his word, nobody really believes his work ethic, and nobody really believes to the guy. So at some point, Eden Hazard will have to leave. Problem is, what Jose Felix Diaz hinted the other day is he will try to continue until the end of his contract. So that is the big problem and the big concern within Real Madrid. They really want to get rid of the player. However, he has the contract. The contract is on and it's still 2 years ahead. So it's going to be impossible or almost impossible for Real Madrid to get rid of this player. And although he said in summer, if Real Madrid asks me to leave, Jose Felix Diaz said he doesn't believe his words. So that is big thing with Eden Hazard, and that is what's going on right now with the Belgian player. And yeah, it's a problem, man. It's a thing, right? It's a thing with within Real Madrid. And of course, we were talking about Kylian Mbappe as well. And what he basically said is the same damn thing as every single day. He's probably sick and tired to be asked about Kylian Mbappe over and over again. But I told him, Jose Felix, man, I have to ask you about this. I mean, what he said is, I tried to formulate a different question from another perspective, because we already know the Real Madrid perspective. We already know the Florentino Perez perspective and the board members' perspective and all that stuff. But we gotta change a little bit. So what I asked him about Kylian Mbappe, it was, man, what if Kylian Mbappe's family start to leak stuff to the press just because he really wants to push, get out of Paris Saint-Germain and play for Real Madrid? And I added up another question saying, I mean, do these guys have the phone number of each other? I mean, do they still have, Florentino Perez and Kylian Mbappe, the phone number of each other? And he said, yes. Florentino Perez still has the number of Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe has the phone number of Florentino Perez. So just in case they want to do something, he knows where he's at. He knows where he can find to Florentino Perez. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. To me, I'm kind of optimistic, right? Because I think that something is going to happen, and I'm going to tell you in the next video something really important about Kylian Mbappe. Of course, guys, very important. Today, I'm going to have period here. Wait. Today, I'm going to have to Tomás González Martín in Twitch at 7 p.m. Spanish time, and Tomás González Martínez is a very good friend, very good friends with Florentino Perez. He knows a bunch of things. He's a great journalist, one of the most veteran journalists in Spain, and he will be telling me a bunch of things regarding to Real Madrid, and it's very interesting for you guys. Even if you don't know any Spanish, I'm gonna try to translate every single thing to English. So guys, just go ahead and try, okay? Just subscribe my Twitch channel, twitch.tv JOTA Real Madrid, and you will find a bunch of amazing information and of course interviews, okay? So if you subscribe with Amazon Prime, if you have an account, it's for free, so what is great. So the thing is, I mean, I'm kind of optimistic regarding to Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid and all this stuff, and hopefully we can sign him, but it'll have to be Kylian Mbappe stepping ahead and saying something and doing something, and kind of public gesture, okay, I want out, something like that, man. We've been talking about that, so you know what to do, man. Just go ahead because Florentino is waiting for you, okay? So wait for my next video. It's gonna be super interesting because it is information from Carlos Carpio, one of the sports director from Marca, one of the biggest newspapers in Spain. And of course, that's why I'm gonna tell you all, guys, it is very, very important for you to be there and know what he said last night regarding to Kylian Mbappe. So hope you guys like this video. Of course, subscribe and hit the bell button, and see you in the next one.